drum thumping, boots on the ground. We the ones still standing when the world spins round. Bear had the blueprint, who's kept it tight, saying the Saban Stallings all ready to fight. Perkins, Schuler, DeBoer on the line. If you're leading this tide, then your back is mine. Bandwagon riders better clear that track. This train runs hot and it ain't looking back. Whoa. Tradition in the blood, victory in the veins. We rise from the bottom like we forged through flames. When we look down, don't get it confused. We're plotting comeback while your team hits snooze. Haters talk loud, but they never stay long. We built this house brick by brick, strong. Stick and stay when the storm rolls wide, 'cause legends are made when you but the tide don't care about nothing but the tide. Stand tall, roll deep, let the crimson ride. True fans roar when the pressure gets applied. We ain't falling off, we rise and ride. But the time
moves forward. All right. Now I appreciate every single one of you for being here, whether you're watching the replay or whatever. I thank you that you have come by and checked me out. And always remember, if I successfully stimulate the happy juice in your gray matter and make your funny bone jiggle, please let the algorithm know what's going on over here and poke that like button right in the eye. Hit it in the eye. Don't hit it in the K. Hit it in the eye. That way it won't work for you. Hit it in the K. You hit it in the eye. So now, we are starting tonight's show with, right where the championships get built, the trenches, because the Alabama offensive line is the most important storyline of this fall camp. As you know, they had their scrimmage today. I think the final scrimmage for the first game, they had the big scrimmage. But going off last year, the Tide lost, I say, 4.5 starters from last year's line because one guy started, he graduated, but we had another guy fill in. Michael Carroll, who earned a freshman All-SEC honors last year. He is back. Caleb DeBoer and Courtney Morgan, they went out and completely rebuilt the entire room, really on both sides of the line. I mean, they brought in 4 freshmen, a JUCO transfer, 6 portal guys, and this is basically a brand new offensive line from top to bottom. Not that there weren't some people there, but some people, they said, Arrivederci. And they just, they bust that portal wide open because that's what they need to be. They don't need to be with us. And let me be honest with y'all. That kind of turnover would scare me at any other program, but, this is Alabama. We reload, we reload, we don't rebuild. It's a new day. I don't know what's right. Can't nobody tell me what the actual formula to the portal or anything is. Is there a math? I asked in one of my videos earlier, is there a mathematical equation of transfers versus income? What's the working formula? Because who saw Indiana coming again? Nobody. Now, the new offensive line coach was the first sign I knew was going to turn things around when we hired Coach Clem. He is running this room now, and changes are happening fast. I just saw an interview from today, I think. Racine Delgado, who will be your new center. Yeah, he comes from California Polytechnic. He's saying that, he said, we're going to run the ball this year. You know what I'm saying? He said, we're going to run the ball this year. So, this guy's coaching the NFL, the New England Patriots, and my Pittsburgh Steelers before coming back to college football. Now, I'll be honest with you. His time, and he did more excellent play with New England. He got 3 Super Bowl rings with Belichick. That was more stellar than his coaching in the NFL. But his coaching in college, I ain't gonna say it's legendary, but the last time this man ran a room as a position coach was 2022 at Oregon, and his line paved the way for a 1,000-yard rusher while only giving up 5 sacks. The whole season. And this man was, y'all remember Bo Nix? He was over with little brother on the other side of the state who was an absolute failure. His life was falling apart. Went to Oregon. Now he's a starting quarterback in the NFL because he learned how to play football over there in Oregon. Yeah. This man knows how to coach blocking. And after the last Thursday scrimmage, DeBoer said the pass protection has been really good all that weekend, that the guys are starting to understand their assignments and the communication is really getting there. You got to be able to communicate. Don't look like they're doing nothing but beating each other in the brain, but there's communication that's going on. He also said that the run game has improved and that some of the early mistakes have something to do with they weren't on the line, is stuff like getting certain numbers right, And that's kind of scary because I'm like, what numbers you talking about? Because last time when I was playing Pee Wee football, it was 1, 2, 3. So what numbers are you talking about? So I'm just kind of scared. But I think it's scary. I don't know if it was tight. Is everyone the line? So I don't know if it was the quarterback or who was out there making a mistake. But hopefully they ran the campus enough times to clean that up, or the stadium, or something really painful. What is this? Here we go. There he is. Water Cooler, what's good, man? What's good is Alabama about to go back to the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about. Playoffs. That's right. Going back to the playoffs. That's my pick. That's my call. You know what I'm saying? If I don't go to the playoffs, then obviously I was dreaming the wrong thing. So, I have to eat that. But I see playoffs. I see playoffs in my feet. That's what's good. Now, remember, this matters so much. Alabama just had its worst rushing season since guess when? Anybody do you know when? 1955. 1955. That's the worst rushing Alabama has had since 1955. And you say 50, what was going on in 55? Oh, do you know what? Anybody know what's going on in 55? They would look for Bear Bryant to come in 57. That's what was happening. So this unit has something to prove out the gate, man. I don't care who it is. I don't even care if you lose. I still need to see 225 yards rushing. I'm just saying they gotta prove a lot. And the SEC Media Days, DeBoer basically leaked the 3 of his favorite for the starting 5. He named, Michael Carroll, Will Sanders, and Jackson Lloyd. But my understanding, that's all changed. You know what I'm saying? So guys are taking a lot of steps. They got an early advantage, but they still competing out there. But when he was asked how close he was knowing his best 5, I think they asked Ryan Grubb the same thing. He said it's a little ways off yet. So I like that. I don't know. We ain't gonna know who's gonna be the starter. We don't know who's starting at quarterback. We want everybody competing all the way up to East Carolina and beyond if need be. Because if we struggle against East Carolina, hey, you might as well just go ahead and just take Angry Al and just go and pack him in some doggone boxes because we got real problems. But Racine Delgado is looking like a front runner at center, definitely. While Nick Brooks, 6'7", 340-pound mountain of a man, transferred from Texas. He's battling Javen James for that right tackle spot. I think Javen James came over from Mississippi State. But I heard James is hard to beat out. So they battling over there. They are battling over there. Will Sanders and Michael Waldrop are going in for left guard. Last time I checked, Waldrop had the upper hand. And offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb has made it crystal clear that he wants to find his true best 5 before the season kicks off. So, what is that, September 5th? Take your time, baby, and let them grind. Let them grind. Let them grind. Let them cook. Let them grind. Let them cook. Because you know what? A twisted ankle here. A slightly separated shoulder there. It's a long season. A lot of people going to have to play. But that's my sentiment on this whole thing is simple. The group is just battling. They're still building, but things are coming together. And it's good to see them working hard and keeping that competition high. These boys are really putting in work up front. And I expect to see big changes and big improvement from this offensive line as the season goes on. But it should be very much reflected in our rushing offense. Because we have problem with passing and stuff. And just to remind y'all that if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Don't miss, so you won't miss nothing on the channel. Now I want to talk a minute about my tight ends. Tight end has quietly become a strength. Sophomore Caleb Edwards is projected as the starter, of course. I mean, coming off of all SEC freshman honors, he's going to do what they call the Y. He's the Y tight end. And then you got it's more of a catching tight end, but we hired a tight end coach who's also the offensive line coach, and he requires that his people be able to block and catch. Novel idea. But we got Oklahoma State transfer Josh Ford. He's primarily a blocking you tight end. Now, I don't know why you would tell somebody this unless you just plan on just blowing people off the doggone map. That's right, playoffs. That's right. It's just playoffs. It's crunch time, man. About? What up, Eagle? My boys from Tuskegee by way of Muskogee County. Anyway, and the third option is Marshall Pritchett. Now, Marshall Pritchett is a junior, if I'm not mistaken, so he had to be out there battling hard. He got to really, really just battle so he can get in there, and I think he can do both. He got the size. Not sure about his hands because he ain't been on the field very much, but we have possibly, this room is possibly the closest on the team. They said because the tight ends they got to get better as they got better at the first scrimmage from along, but it's opportunity there. I told you, you got a guy starting quarterback in his first year, whoever it may be, your best friend is a running game. Your security blanket is a great tight end. Great tight end play will cover a lot of issues, the broken, busted plays, your outlet guy, maybe helps out on blocking, but more importantly, is just there as an outlet to get rid of that ball. And that quarterback battle, everybody knowing, that quarterback battle is a dogfight. They going at left and right. You got the competition between those at redshirt senior Austin Mack, who left high school early, so I don't even know how old he is. I don't think he's what. I guess he might not be 20 yet. And sophomore, redshirt sophomore Keelan Russell remained they one of the hottest stories of the summer everywhere. Grubb has repeatedly stressed that the race is pretty even, and DeBoer has ruled out a 2-quarterback system because he was like, they're going to play. People came out on one of the big networks. No, Alabama's probably going to play 2 quarterbacks. And you know the old rule. Who said it? Parcells, somebody, Madden, somebody. If you got 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. Now I can see doing it like in the East Carolina game. You know what I'm saying? You can make a decision. But that's all the room for error you got. But you want to be able to see it against your top-notch defense. Don't laugh. That defense is number 13 defense in the country overall. Yeah. So if you can tell what they can do against them, you should be able to make a decision. But after the first scrimmage, DeBoer admitted that he didn't feel any close to a decision, saying both have executed better early before improving as the scrimmage wore on the two wore on. But the 2 freshmen behind them, Taden Evan Coward, gotta get that right, and Jet Tomala, they also had impressive reps. They were limited reps, but they were impressive. Hey man, there's some people that explain out there. Tomala had a nice deep ball to Ryan Coleman during the media window. All eyes on the August 20th scrimmage today, of course, as the staff pushes towards naming a starter. So we close. I still got my money. Yep, I got a whole 2 quarters that Austin Mack will be the starter going this year. I mean, I really don't care. I think I gotta trust the coach staff. They see a heck of a lot more than I'm gonna see sitting in my house. So I still think Austin Mack's gonna get his opportunity. I always say he's going to get his opportunity. Whether he remains the starting quarterback for the rest of the year is really up to him and his ability to execute and utilize all these weapons around him. Moving to the secondary, drew a lot of praise from DeBoer after the scrimmage. Defensive back making plays on the ball, tip balls, Zay Brown, Dijon Lee, they the corners, Keon Saab, Bray Hubbard, and got the Husky. The man, I respect the man, Red Morgan will hit you. You hear me? When you tell Red, like, I need you to go hit it, he hits people. And that's going to be a tough group. But several of them earned all preseason SEC nods. Saab has said that this could be the best secondary in the country. And he's not alone in thinking that. I've seen him in top 5s. I've seen him in top 3s. That's right, haters. They coming back. And they stayed together. I know they hate it, but right now we're gonna
bright light, coming like armor, legacy heavyweight on our shoulder. Memory deep like a tracks in the snow. We don't flinch when the pressure get colder. Veterans talk, young one listen. Every snap got a purpose, no guessing. Calculated steps, we don't rush fate, we dominate space. Yeah, we bend it. Herd mentality, strengthen the circle. Protect the middle, that's how we nurture. Built through contact, for the repetition. Every mile paid for with conviction. 100 toes, Savannah strong. We move together, can't go wrong. No pain and no fear when the storm come on. Crimson bloodline, we carry on. 100 toes, Savannah strong. He move together, can't go wrong. No pain and no fear when the storm come on. Crimson bloodline, we carry on. 100 toes, Savannah strong. Heavy footsteps when we roll along. Absolute power when we lock and form. Not here to compete, we here to conquer. Man, no vicious, come under fire. Eyes locked in when the noise get louder. Opposition for when it will get tested. We don't blink, we don't get desperate. Strength show quiet, never flashing. Trench show violence, cold and classic. We overwhelmed without the chaos. Dominate ground, yeah, that's status. Championship habits passed hand to hand. From wireless to now, that standard stands. History talk, but the future answer. Every down feel like a slow-moving avalanche. 100 touch Savannah strong. One heartbeat when the pass come on. Built for the war when the nights get long. Crimson tide, yeah, the true live on. 100 touch Savannah strong. Ice in the veins, final lunch. Shortcuts taking your word at done. This ain't a moment, it's a dynasty run. Adjust to the field, adjust to the foe. Tempo switch like the wind and snow. Every scheme been, every plan flex. We evolve while they still try to guess. Close the ranks when adversity hit, communication tight. Every detail crisp, no fracture line when the pressure spike. We get stronger in the hardest fights. Heard move forward, never retreat. Every block laid like concrete. You feel us coming for you. See that low end rumble of inevitability.
Ooh, patience in the grind. Ooh, greatness take time.
Through the cold, through the heat, every step was meant to be. From the tundra to the throne, from this family we grown, unified. When we arrive, battle tested, built to survive. No shortcuts, no ball shine. Every title earned in Alabama time. Repetition made us iron strong. Same song played all season long. We don't chase noise, we chase ring. Move slow, but everything break when we swing. Let the lead, young ones ride. That's our program never dies. Final crossing, see the end zone glow. Hold her standing, ready to go. This ain't hope, it's destiny. Written in steps, you can feel beneath.